Hi friends, welcome back to our tutorials. We are continuing with our Angular 9 full tutorial series, and in today's episode we are going to learn about built-in pipes. In the previous episode we learned about what is Angular pipes, what are the different types of pipes, and this tutorial will focus about the built-in pipes. My name is Sridhar. I have over 10 years of experience as a full stack developer. I am here to share my knowledge with you and also to learn from you all. During the course of this full tutorial series, if you have any doubts on the code, any explanation doubts, any queries, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. I will be happy to help you. Also, I'm putting in a lot of hard work in compiling these tutorials for you. So please support me by liking the video and also by subscribing to my channel. Thank you in advance. So far in the tutorial series, we have covered around 2022 tutorials, right from basic introduction to CLI to modules, decorators, components, directives, data binding. We learned about interpolation, property binding, attribute binding, event binding, two-way data binding, pipes we started in the last episode. So in today's episode, we will focus on built-in pipes, right? So what are pipes? Pipes are used to transform the data. We get a data input, we convert, we transform it into a desired format. We use pipes by using the pipe operator, and we can apply pipes to any data input in any template or any view. Now we learned that there are different types of pipes like built-in pipes, parameterized pipe, chaining pipes, custom pipes. Today we are focusing on built-in pipes. We'll learn about how to use lowercase, uppercase, currency, date, etc. So what are the some of the built-in pipes available? So some of the built-in pipes which are already available in Angular 9 are lowercase pipe, uppercase, percent, currency, date, and JSON, right? So let's get started. Let's do some hands-on examples to learn how to use built-in pipes, right? Let's get started. The first thing we'll do is start our application. All right, and then we move on to first the template file, right? Go to your template, and what we'll do is in our component, we'll define a few variables that we want to work with. I am going to define a simple object, right? And which will have some numbers, and then we can give some details like and last name, and so you can use any um, kind of any object, any variable, string, number, totally up to you, no worries, right? So here let's say, right, so I have a simple user object which I'm using it for our pipes, right? So what I'm going to do to show you is, yeah, so let's have like this. Now we'll use interpolation to display. That's what we learned, right? So we will use div, and then we are going to use double quotes and print the user. Now this will only print the object. Now if I open and refresh, I'll see object, right? Because I have not used any property to print. So here what we are going to do is use dot first name. So now this will display the first name, right? Which is arc. And similarly, we can also use and comma separate, and then we'll say we are going to show the last name, right? So this will show first name comma last name. Now let's say I want to print all of this in caps, right? That's what we are going to learn about Angular pipes. So first we are going to use lowercase. So we'll use pipe operator followed by lowercase. So now it will take this parameter, this will take this variable value and make it lowercase. You see, all are in lowercase. Similarly, you can apply the same, the other built-in pipe and make it, that's it, you guessed it right, uppercase. So see now, this is in small case, this is in uppercase. So this way we can take any string and make them lowercase or uppercase using pipe operator. So this is one of the uses of built-in pipes. So we are seeing lowercase as well as uppercase. Now let's take this example and learn other stuff also. Now let's say I have DOB, which is date of birth, right? So we don't need this here then, right? So lowercase won't apply to date of birth, right? So we'll use something called date, right? So it shows July 23, 1991, but we did not write that. You see, we wrote 07/23, 1991. But when you use the date default date operator, pipe operator, it would give you July, which is the month converted into 3 and then followed by 23. There are some parameters we can pass. I'm going to cover them in detail, but just to show you, I'm going to put it here, right? So now you see July, right? And then we can say followed by DD, which is the date. So July 23. So these are called parameters. I'm going to cover that in detail in when we cover parameterized pipes, but just to show you how easy it is to format the data. Right now, if you see what we have done is without any external or extra effort, we are able to format the data into desired formats. We can make them uppercase, we can make them lowercase, we can change the date, the way it has to display, much more without any extra effort. Now let's learn one more. Let's say I'm going to take this and say add a new field called salary. And here I'm going to give some salary, right? Some number. Now I'm going to say here you can say salary date won't apply. So here we are going to learn about a new built-in pipe called currency, right? So you see by default it is showing dollar, right? We did not put that. We just put 12,000 and in the pipe we are using currency. So whenever by default you use currency, it will show you dollar sign. Now you don't want to show dollar sign. You want to show the currency code. So we can do that easily by passing the parameter code. So now, oh, sorry. So here, so here we'll change it and um, what's the value? I forgot. Okay, let me check that. I'll cover that when I cover the currency details as part of the parameters. So basically we can change what currency we want. Like for example, if you want INR, right? So here I'm saying I want the currency code to be INR. So now you see it says rupees, right? Here you see it's no more dollar. It is, and now I want to say that this is multiple parameters I'm passing. So see now it says INR. So if I say USD, it will say USD. Now it is not showing dollar sign because I've given code here. If I remove this parameter, it will again start showing dollar sign. Similarly, you can give Canadian dollar, right? So it will start showing things that you want to see. So there are multiple combinations that you can use with currency. There are different parameters you can pass, like the one that we just saw. If it's USD, if I give just USD, it will show dollar sign. And if I add the parameter to it and say code, it will show USD instead of dollar sign, right? And then there is also formatting that you can use. Uh, let's say now I want to use JSON, right? I want this entire object to be displayed as JSON. How can we show it, right? So let's see that. See, now it is showing you as the entire object. But if you don't use this pipe, it would just show you object. See? So this is an important use case when we are doing or showing especially technical thing. You want to format it as a code. So you can always put it like code and then close it here. Now see, it will show you object, right? But I don't want to show it as object. I know that this is a JSON. So I will just use JSON pipe. So now it is showing you the JSON object itself, right? So these are some of the use cases, some of the default ones that you can use. There is so much you can do in terms of how you want to show numbers. You don't want to show specific digits. You want to hide certain decimal numbers. We can do all that by passing parameters. So important thing take away from this thing is number one, pipes are easy to use, right? There are built-in pipes that we have learned how to use. Namely, we have learned how to use lowercase. We have seen how to use uppercase. We have seen how to use currency. We have seen how to use date. We have seen how to use JSON pipe, right? So you have all your examples right here. Give it a try. Let me know if you have any issues. This is the first step to start learning about pipes. In the next episode, we are going to learn full-fledged about different types of parameters we can pass to each of these built-in pipes and get some desired output. It's fun learning. I hope you are liking the video. If you do, give a thumbs up to the video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel to keep supporting me. Thank you so much. See you in the next episode of Parameterizing Pipes.